you look at that, San Jose, Anaheim, then they're going to be the team that comes out of that division is going to probably not beat the other one just because they're so beat up.
Like, you got to think, though, like, they'd probably end up playing, Kings or Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
We're both going to
Where those two are hammered. So, like, if they get out of... The team that gets out of the division, per se,
yeah, exactly,
into the conference finals, that team might lose just because they're so beat up. Because they had to play two teams in a row that are just, like, play that kind of style, right? But, like, I have Anaheim in 6.
I have 7. I think it's going to go the distance.
I got San Jose in 7.
Yeah, so, like, it's just so...
Mm-hmm. I could see quite a few overtime games with that series.
I think not LA.
Well, three out of the 4 games this year went to shootouts, so that just shows you how close it is.
How close the two teams are, yeah.
But then one was a blowout by San Jose. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just gonna be such a close.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be that one. It's almost 1A, 1 and 1A. Like they were 2 and 3, but
would you say San Jose's got the edge in goaltending because Gibson's hurt? Jones over Miller.
Yeah, that could be the game breaker there.
And I guess Anaheim Fowler's out. I think BX is out too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you start thinking, then you got Vlasic and Burns and
Better D.
Guy I forgot, Evander Kane.
Oh yeah,
San Jose. That's a game changer. I completely forgot
Dark
about
horse,
that.
yeah.
Like we did our playoff pool just before the podcast here. Nobody picked Evander Kane.
Nope.
Which kind of just thought of it now, but I'm like, oh man,
he was low on the list.
He was low on the list because his San Jose points, not his total for this year. But yeah, I kind of forgot about that. That's another offensive guy. But you start bringing it down, San Jose almost seems like the better pick. Like, might make me change my mind here just because the D seems better. The goaltending might be better just because Gibson's hurt. But you can't, like, Anaheim's got some power forwards. Perry, Getzlaf, Kessler.
Yeah.
Raquel. Like, they got some good guys too. So, I mean,
oh, yeah.
It's going to go deep. 6 or 7, I think, for sure. But
kind of a weird thing I just noticed here. Anaheim, who had 101 points, excuse me, and got second place, had fewer wins than San Jose, who had 45. Which is kind of weird. San Jose had more wins, but Anaheim ended up with more points, which is kind of odd. But they're very very close. Like you couldn't get any closer. But game breaker for them, for San Jose, Pavelski probably.
Yeah.
You guys think? I think it got down to Martin Jones for me.
Yeah.
Another goalie. I mean, I've said a lot about the goalies, but like Martin Jones, I just thinking last year's playoffs, how many times he got beaten a 5-hole by the Oilers? Quite a few times.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He seemed soft last year. He let some pretty soft goals in, I thought. But I mean, it's a different year, but
yeah, exactly. Maybe he's matured.
Like I said, I'm not sure. Maybe Gibson starts.
He might play game 2, maybe even.
He might even play game 1. I don't honestly know how hurt he is, but I know he was hurt.
Yeah. Who knows how good Ryan Miller will play?
It's still Ryan Miller.
Yeah.
He's old. He's older, but I mean he's
not broken. He still goes.
He's never gotten past the first round, has he?
Maybe one. No. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, no, he has.
Yeah,
with Buffalo.
Yeah.
Just keep on forgetting that he was on those teams.
Yeah.
They're President's Trophy winning teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when they were good. Moving on here to the East now. Tampa Bay and New Jersey Devils. I think we all have the same here. I think. I said Tampa in 6.
I got Tampa in 5.
Well, I got New Jersey in 7.
Oh.
Oof.
I mean, I think New Jersey's going to grind and Taylor Hall's going to maybe carry his team.
I'm kind of curious to see Keith Kincaid, Corey Schneider as a tandem. Can they carry them far? Like
maybe.
I mean, but yes, Taylor Hall's unreal, and he can take the game. I mean, the playoffs is a little harder to take control of the game.
Yeah.
Compared to the season, right? But because he could get shut down. But
yeah, exactly. But they have a lot of, like that Nazen, and they have Wood, and they got a lot of like, lower line guys that, like I said it before, fourth line and goaltending wins the Stanley Cup, and
I think the longer this series goes, the more it hurts Tampa.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
If they make it short and sweet, like 4 or 5 games, they're in good. But I think as soon as you take it to 7, I think then, because let's be honest, a lot of people have picked Tampa to win the Cup, or Nashville, I should say too.
Yeah, one
of the two, right? Or at least Tampa to be in the finals. But you start getting to Game 7, you can't tell me like there's no pressure on your jersey.
No, none.
There's probably guys that picked Tampa to sweep them, right? So New Jersey's looking like, let's just play our game, and Tampa's like, we got to win this series. Like they already know they have to, because
that's been the Vegas mantra all year, right?
Well, and that's where Vegas could be the Kings.
Yeah,
Vegas is like, oh, we have nothing to lose. This is our first year. We did good already, so we lose it.
Exactly.
It's still success, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But like.
I mean, the one big concern for me with the Tampa Bay Lightning is the inconsistency in the last couple weeks of Kucherov.
They've tailed off big time.
Kucherov, Vasilevsky,
Stamkos
his numbers went down. Stamkos is hurt.
Yeah.
So, but they are deep too.
Oh, they are very deep.
Very deep. But I want to see. I mean, I just like the last time. Well, they went to the finals against Chicago in 15, I believe. Yes, 15. And I mean, since then, like they basically been in that window since.
Yeah.
And they're just not quite. Stamkos was hurt last year, I believe, or the year before, I think.
Okay.
Yes, was it last year? No, a year before. That he was hurt with a broken leg, and
he was hurt the year. He was hurt the year they went to the Cup Finals.
Yes, he was. That was his first time he hurt his.
Yeah, the
first time he hurt his leg.
First broken leg, 2012.
Yeah, no, 15. That's the year they went to the finals against Chicago. Yes, 15.
But the first year he broke his leg was the Winter Olympics.
So 14.
14, yeah.
But yeah, well, point is though, he's hurt. Vasilevsky's been inconsistent last month.
Mm-hmm.
Kucherov, to be honest, Kucherov had the Art Ross in his hands. Yep. And so if he would have even if he would have just picked away and got a couple points here and there, a couple points, he'd at least been close with McDavid.
Yep.
Instead, it was.
That's the problem.
He was 20 points ahead.
That's a problem when you lead for that long.
Yeah.
And then you get comfortable with it, and then
it just seems like McDavid just kept plugging along, like doing what McDavid does. Really, I mean, he does that.
Well, since January 1st, he's been.
What did they say? He had 50-some points in 37 games or something, McDavid. So, yeah. I mean...
Well, Malkin, too.
Yeah, Malkin was on a tear, too, but he tailed off the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
or he had a chance. It's just weird, like, the guy that actually didn't tail off was Claude Giroux.
But do you
ended up being second in points. Like,
but do you think it's because, Kucherov played really, really, really good? Tampa Bay clinched. And then he started to...
That's true. Tampa Bay kind of clinched, and then Tampa Bay kind of went like,
we're in, kind of thing.
So that could mean they might just go in there and beat Devils like nothing.
Maybe.
If they play like they did in the beginning of the year.
Because even the other guy said Malkin, once Pittsburgh clinched, too, right?
Yeah.
And then, but see, McDavid had nothing to lose.
Where Giroux was playing to the end because they could have fell out.
Meaningful hockey.
Hall, that's why Hall gained so much ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. But McKinnon, though, was kind of a funny one. He kind of was on a slump, but I think it was just a slump.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he was trying, but he wasn't. Just nothing was.
I think he was so hot that teams started to clue in. Let's guard this guy a little harder.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But I mean, yeah, like curious to see. Like, I think if it goes, say it's even just 2-2 in the series at one point, Tampa and New Jersey.
Yeah.
I think Tampa starts sweating a little bit. Like Washington last year. Toronto kind of pushed them a little farther than they thought they would, I think.
I think so, definitely.
Toronto had nothing to lose, and Devils are in the same spot, really.
Kind of a weird, I mean, not that regular season series mean a whole lot.
No.
Devils won all 3.
Yeah.
In a 5-4 game in the shootout, a 4-3 game, and a 2-1 game. So all their games have been close. So, I mean, if they played that way they played in the regular season.
But, yeah, but Tampa can score. Like, Tampa's...
Well, and that's the... Keith Kincaid's kind of the asterisk on them, right? If he stands on his head.
But I kind of want to see... This is Taylor Hall's first playoffs ever.
Yep.
So I'm really curious to see how he's going to do.
Yeah.
Because he is fast. He's elite. Like, he's...
Well, and he's going back to, his junior days with the Windsor Spitfires. He literally... I mean, they had really good teams, but he carried them to 2 championships in a row. 2 Memorial Cups in a row. Because of his play.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like,
so if he brings that kind of attitude to this playoffs...
Well, and like... Yeah, I just can't wait. Just can't wait for tomorrow night starts.
Yeah,
Playoffs start tomorrow night.
Gotta wait till tomorrow. What are the games that are on tomorrow?
I'd have to look again. I kind of peaked. I just know Toronto plays Thursday. That's kind of the one I was peaked at. But I'll know. I'll probably check tomorrow and know what I'm going to be maybe checking into tomorrow.
Mm-hmm,
but,
for sure.
Toronto and Boston. I mean, I got Toronto in 7.
Yeah, I got Toronto in 7 as well.
I have Boston in 6.
I mean, I think this series is like the teams are so...
It's
like
pretty even.
They're fairly even. It's like Anaheim and San Jose kind of thing. Like, it kind of scares you when Boston, like this is regular season, but when Boston has so many injuries and yet they still kept pace with Tampa.
They caught Tampa with all those injuries.
They caught them and then they fell 1 point short.
Yes,
not playing Toronto, but
they were pretty hurt.
Yeah, they were banged up for. I mean, they started getting their guys back, Bergeron and Krejci, and they all started coming back. But it's like for a stretch there, they were missing a lot of their key guys, except Marchand. Marchand was playing, but
that's where they have guys like Torrey Krug.
And
he's no slouch, but
it kind of shows you how deep Boston is.
Yeah,
which as a Leafs fan kind of scares you a little bit because like they're deep. I mean, I think we're deep, but Boston's really deep too. And Boston might be a little bit deeper than us, even.
It might be the way they play, though, too. They can just almost plug anybody into spots. And
yeah, and it seemed like that. Like DeBrusk and what's Heinen or something like that. Yeah, like they had him playing and a couple other guys, and it's like
Krejci on the second line too.
Like
he plays with those two.
And you can't forget they got Marchand, Bergeron. That's the thing. Bergeron right there. He wins so many draws, like.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, the reason I picked Toronto in 7. I mean, part of me is hopeful that Toronto's going to pull out of this series.
Exactly.
But if they are going to do it, I think they're going to have to take it, like, to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to be 4 and done and move on, but it's not going to be like that, and I know that.
There's never been a Toronto team that's ever done that. Ever.
No, they always take the hard route.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if judging by regular season, like you said, I don't know if you can take it into consideration. They're 3-1, Toronto against Boston.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just interesting facts here. Anderson is 10-0-1 against the Bruins lifetime, I think.
Wow.
And three of those wins, Matthews only played in 1 game.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Wow.
Well, and I heard a stat, like, you can't ignore Matthews has a 10-game point streak. Since coming back, he's, I believe, got a point in every game. He's got 14 points. Or something like that. Yeah, like, I think he's got 7 goals, 7 assists or something. That's what I mean. Like, he's going into the playoffs hot, which is also positive. But
Not just him.
And this is his second playoffs now. So, I mean,